Obama who can say on several country by way of be the head coach now. The target says so win the AFCON. And so aiming to win the AFCON. And so aiming to qualify for the World Cup. That should be primary on the agenda. And that also includes Milo.
Is it true say more than a year say when we need AFCON na or failure?
What was saying?
Is it true say mo catch Milo and more than she say AFCON went man yeah na or failure?
Oh, there was no such a discussion. I mean, the targets in his contract were very clear. And he clearly understands the targets in his contract. It's not disputable at all.
Sa performance your experience with Cameroon present F nankasa say na mu technical team no.
Well, I think share one department of the operation a performer in isolation it will be very problematic. I think is connected in one way or the other. Okay. The technical team obviously were appointed by the executive committee, and their responsibility was to recruit the best players for us, to train the best players for us, and to make sure that the best players are competitive to enable them to win tournaments, including the AFCON, and also to make it to the Mundial. Minuka say, you engineer winning AFCON, or you engineer go even beyond the group stage. And this is a fact, and this is why I said we are very much sorry for such an outing. But the technical team didn't set out to fail, not at all. Almost one more tournament, but I say winning title.
Oh, okay. But John T says a target by Pana Modiama Milo.
I'm saying target. I don't know whether I understand your question, but those target the man from day one.
From day one,
it's not different from a new thing come way. And I think some of the targets, and I'm more already mind listed what I don't know. Ultimately to win the AFCON, ultimately to qualify for the World Cup, and to be competitive at the World Cup.
Okay. And he says that man for we can is we a performance pa AFCON year course ya Milo. One more Ghana can be brave so. Entino or a failure.
Okay, the mechanism I share in the pain of everybody, me inclusive, because as a leader of football, I'm sure I'm the first person who wants to win the trophy. Who I'm in commercial, you also want the trophy. Coaching on also or achieve a lot with Ghana in the time past. So per se, or better the record. So everybody wanted to be winners. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Okay, unfortunately, it didn't happen. And I'm saying, in we analyzing this situation, it's always important for all of us to have cool heads, to look at the circumstances, to look at how the operation went before we can be conclusive. Okay. Among other things, I have said here, the team, given the circumstances, didn't have enough preparatory period because of the directive by FIFA. And even for the competitive games now, team Nebo and Akasano, most of the time, can you train in 2 days? The results now are like a miracle for us, and it's not anybody's fault. Your players able to on it, able ball Sunday, able ball Monday, and some of fly. So we have to make do with such a situation at all times.
Oh, okay. Speculations be great because say o catch Milo say when to me anye AFCON na mutimi a second with that compensation crowd.
You're losing the speculations, but also. Yeah. To me, I share Comoros, into me, I share Gabon, into me, I share Morocco, into speculations, but also. I mean, the way I can say targets na FA, but the Milo, it's very clear. I mean, you're with speculations, you're with the facts. I mean, facts and say, so recruited the best players. So training players, so make sure that the players are competitive. The target says so winning AFCON. The target says so qualify to the World Cup and be competitive from the one that has been his targets, and those are still his targets.
President, onyin tum say Coach Milo wa moye ewo AFCON na omwa Ghana football enzo.
Well, it's a very, very difficult question to be sincere. And to be fair, it is very, very difficult given their Milovan Rejevac achieved with Ghana before. I mean, just for the sake of this platform, he was a technical advisor to Salah Pete, U24 winning World Cup no Egypt, or the Chan team no equal finance of the Chan, or finance of the AFCON, or quarter finance, almost the semi-finals of the World Cup in South Africa. Okay, so given his rich history with Ghana, what he achieved with Ghana as perhaps the best expatriate ever to have coached Ghana by way of results, it's very difficult for us to jump into a hasty conclusion. I have said here, say he didn't make it at the AFCON in Cameroon, and that's a fact. Into run away from it, but that does not also mean say he cannot make it in another tournament. Some can say very difficult.
This still are more GDA or Coach Milo mu.
Let me say how much na yaba bedu. How much na team bedu. To have a holistic review of the operations and go through all the processes now internally. You also go through no. Once we go through this.
Oh, okay. President, I'm saying, be a